Hello everybody, I'm Frank Boyer, your host of Timber Critters. On this episode I've got some footage of me taking my deer stands down and getting some corn out for the critters so I can get an inventory on what survived the season. I also did some ice fishing, and at the end of this episode I'm going to show you the footage that I took in November of me sticking a doe. I never recovered her, so that's why I never showed it until now, because I never really had time. But on the bright side, I did see this doe 2 more times during the season, so she did survive. And I hope you enjoy this month's video. Well, hello everybody. It's middle of January. Deer season's over, so it's that wonderful time of year you got to take the deer stands down. So, a lot of people don't take their stands down, they just leave them up all year. But me, on the other hand, I'd rather take them down so they're not sitting out and getting weathered. Straps aren't rotten and getting chewed on by squirrels, and bolts aren't rusting. So I take everything down, get it in for the year just to keep it nice. It's extra work, but I think it's worth it in the end, especially if I don't fall out because something breaks when it's not supposed to. So, take the stuff down and get her all in for the year. A little chilly out. Gonna be even worse tomorrow though. Another reason why I got in the habit of taking my stands down is because I hunt a lot of public ground. And the rules say that you're supposed to have your stands up no earlier than about 7 or 8 days before the season, and have them down about 7 or 8 days after the season. So that got me in the habit of taking them down, so now I just do it on all my stands. And it helps with like the growth of the tree and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about getting stressed because the tree's trying to grow and pull on stuff. I try to bundle up all my stands the same, so when it comes to putting it back up in the fall or late summer, I don't have to fight it. I know it'll be how I left it. I'll have all the parts I need with it, and everything I need will be right here in one little bundle, just perfectly waiting to be used this next year or later this year. There. 1 out of 3 for this farm done. So what I'm doing is I've gotten some corn, I'm putting it out. Hopefully get a little bit of an inventory on what's stuck around, and hopefully we'll find some sheds over it too. But we're putting the camera up and just to see what we got. Hopefully we'll get something good. The season's over, so don't have to worry about baiting, and this is just for the wildlife. We'll see what we can get pictures of. Well, we're fishing some farm ponds today. Having a little bit of luck at this one. It's a farm pond. It's got a little bit of flooded timber in it. We're catching bluegill and a few crappie around it, just using wax worms and a small jig. We started out just dropping it. It was hitting it on the fall, and now they're slowed way down and they're hitting it when it's just sitting still. But this is just a little guy. So. But we caught a few. It was a good day. Beautiful out, so I think we're about down here. And, maybe we'll get them some other time. Mark. Still just hanging down, like it hit it and it's just stuck under the skin. I didn't get any penetration. Probably wait till morning. She won't die. She'll be alright. I still have to look. It's been a long time since I've looked at a deer. So this is about the last spot I saw her. And there is some drops of blood here. So I think I'm gonna kind of maybe try to follow possible path. But it's a high shoulder blade hit, so there's not going to be a lot of blood because there's nothing to really drain it if I did get through and get a lung. So most of the blood I'm going to find is just flesh blood, just from a flesh wound on the outside. So we'll keep looking. I got my old man out here. He's looking too. He's just wandering around checking fingers right now. And I double back to where I last saw her. So we'll see. I got a little squirrel that won't leave me alone. I might have to shoot him. So we'll see. Well, we went straight to the spot I last saw her. I found some blood. I tracked it for probably 50 and 100 yards, and then I couldn't find any more. So we did a bunch of big loops and looked in areas that we know they like to bed in. Never found my arrow. Never found where she bedded down. So I knew after looking at the footage that they were pretty well when I looked at the binoculars at her when she was walking off. I knew she wasn't hurt bad, but you always gotta look. I'm pretty bummed out actually. That's not really how I planned for stuff to happen, but I just shot too high. So I guess try her again some other time. So I guess we'll see you on the next hunt. Well, that's all I have for the month of January. So hopefully you'll stick around for February. The sheds are dropping, so hopefully that'll be the majority of my footage for next month. So thank you very much.